Good morning. I'm Cedric Button. I'm an elder in this area. There's 5 boys and 5 girls in our family, and I was the middle in the male section. This is the base of the Utah factory. This is where I was born. It was going on nearly 87 years ago. But it took 3 hours to carry my mother and me out of here. I was about, 6-year-old, somewhere around there. When the council said, "You've had enough here, we're going to kick out." They went to the factory here, get some clothes and get. So I put a couple of things in an old flour bag, and that was all I had. Probably a couple of pairs of shorts, because that's all I wore back in the day. I still run around in a primitive state. So yeah, that happened, and the pain and the hurt and the pain of them burning our houses, pushed them over, took kind of like diesel or kerosene over them and burned them. And we stood on the side of the hill and watched them burn. Of course, there was a lot of tears and screaming. And I don't know, it always hurt when something's done like that to me. We were always taught from very, very young to love our enemies, love everybody. But it was very, very hard for me to love authority, like the police, counselors, council, and anybody that had authority around the place was taboo to me. So, still pain in my heart and in my old being of watching the places that was here settled out and burnt by the local council. And I carried that pain around for over 60 years. About 2006, that dream. And I was sound asleep this one night, about 3 a.m. I felt that I woke myself up screaming. But all of a sudden I jumped up and I called my wife, who was alongside of me, and I shook her and she woke up. "Did you hear me screaming?" And she said, "You wasn't screaming." But I was screaming because God says that there are 2 persons here. There's a fleshly person and there's a spiritual person. Well, I was screaming in the spiritual person, which I heard it and I felt it, but my partner didn't, because it wasn't for me. And I went to a bloke, and one of his friends from the edge of China, he was on furlough when he come over, and in all this that, and he listened to my story, and he just cried out to God for me, and I was completely delivered of that, the hurt and the pain. When I come back from there, I had a love for the authority, a love for the council. They say, "Oh, well, you don't need it anymore," but it is. Sometimes somebody mentions something and it flares up. And it'll flare up until I go down in there. So, anyhow, all the land we bought over in Crescent Head, as young Aboriginal, young Aboriginal people. What we bought was what was ours. I mean, that car I got out of Rome, that's mine. Not the council, not the RTA, nothing, it's mine. And so the council took all the land they bought for rates. So Aboriginal persons can never own a part of their own country. The education department stopped us from going to school. And we couldn't go to school. And that went on for 3 years. We wasn't allowed out of school. Until my father won the court case. The court case went on for 3 years. He won the case and he was allowed back into school. Why, I don't know. All you got was hate from all the prejudice that were around you. And so this never done anything. You couldn't learn anything with all this piled up in you. I didn't want to learn anything anyhow. That was not right, not back then. Well, when we called it, and we always did call it, the mermaid pool. We used to go over there when we were very tiny. We used to crawl over the rocks going around there. Till we got there. And we had to swim in that. When we were little. Why was it there? Who done it? Who put it there? So anyhow, but we go, and it's still there, and we still class it as a sacred thing to us. And my dad was very young. They made their own, they made their things of court to fish with. Out of the sinews, out of fish. They pulled all the things out of them. And it was like a nylon rope. And they made their, they put it around a stick. And we always called the other thing the breakfast hole. Wood holes there where you're going to be showing where and what. And you put this over the hole. And when the tide wave coming out, fish coming out, and they go into this. And they trapped. But when we started it, net and wire come out. We done made ours out of net and wire. couldn't do that. Couldn't go back and get the seniors out of the fish. That was too much trouble. It was easy to get the net and wire and make the things scoop. And I don't like to show anybody anything if they want to make money out of it. It just makes you cry inside. And this crying inside was enough for me for seeing our houses burnt down and all this. And get all this other stuff coming on you, well then your life is hardly worth living. But I survived, and I'm still surviving, and I'll go on surviving until God takes me home.